This marshy waste was unreliable ground for most of the year, but when winter came and the marsh froze solid, it became a playground. In 1173, William Fitzstephen, London chronicler and clerk to Thomas Becket, described how young men would strap polished animal bones to their feet and skate across the frozen Moorfields. He wrote, "When the great marsh which washes the northern walls of the city freezes, crowds of young men go out to play on the ice. Some of them fit shin bones of cattle on their feet, tying them round their ankles. They take a stick with an iron spike in their hands and strike it regularly on the ice, and are carried along as fast as a flying bird or a bolt from a catapult." Picture that scene. Medieval Londoners propelling themselves across the ice with iron-tipped poles, moving as fast as a flying bird, in what might be the earliest recorded account of ice skating in England. The bone skates they used, polished smooth from repeated use, have been found in archaeological excavations and can be seen in museum collections today. Archaeological excavations have found evidence of a Roman cemetery here from the late 1st to mid-2nd century, with some graves cut into the banks of streams. Researchers believe that this may have had spiritual significance as the bodies were gradually washed away by the water. After the Romans left, the difficulties of occupying this waterlogged land led to its use as a dump for both industrial and domestic waste. Lovely. In 1365, the Pelterers Guild ordered that leather workers should live and work in the Walbrook area to the north of the city, and evidence of tanning pits and associated debris have been found here. Throughout the 15th and 16th centuries, there were repeated attempts to reclaim this land. In 1477, the area was quarried for brick earth to repair the city wall, and brickworkers moved across the landscape, digging pits that filled with standing water when exhausted. Despite successive attempts to clear and drain the area, including efforts by Lord Mayor Roger Ardley in 1512, the area remained a wasteland used for rubbish dumping, traversed by open sewers. It wasn't until 1527 that the ground was finally drained successfully. By the late 17th century, this form of fen had been chosen for one of London's most infamous institutions. Between 1675 and 1676, Bethlem Royal Hospital, popularly known as Bedlam, was erected on the site that would later become Finsbury Circus. Designed by Robert Hooke, the building was associated with the treatment of mentally ill patients during the 17th and 18th centuries and became a popular sort of tourist attraction. Originally founded in 1247 at the Priory of St Mary Bethlehem, just outside Bishopsgate, the hospital had admitted distracted patients from 1377 and was established as an asylum for the mentally ill in 1547. The new Moorfields building was a grand Baroque structure with a long facade and gardens in front, dominating the view on the southern edge of the newly landscaped Moorfields.